Welcome, welcome, welcome. You live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda with this week 7 recap. Episode 26. How y'all doing out there today? Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app, Steelmatic 001, Steelmatic 001. Man, I appreciate y'all being here today. I'm your host, G Honda, speaking all things Pittsburgh Steelers. How y'all doing today? Like I said, like, share, subscribe, hit that cash app. We're going to get into various topics today. We're going to have a good show today. Yes, Steelers coming off that. We're going to get into it today. How y'all doing out there today on this fine Monday? On this fine, beautiful top of the week Monday. How y'all doing today? Hit that like button on the way in, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me. Appreciate y'all being in here with me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to recap. We're going to get into a recap of all the matchups on this past Sunday. All the assessments we went through. We going to go over it. We going to get into it. And there's more as well as other things too. All right. So first and foremost, let's get to these assessments on these Sunday matchups that we had. So we had the Patriots and the Jaguars. The Patriots and the Jaguars. Patriots came into Jaguar Stadium. Patriots came into Florida looking for a dub, per usual. Drake May went 26 for 37 on 2 touchdowns passing on 276 yards passing. Drake May went in. Stevenson, he had 7 yards for 18 carries. However, it wasn't enough as they went up against Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. Trevor Lawrence went 15 for 20 on 193 yards passing and 1 touchdown. Tank Bigsby had 26 carries for 118 yards running with 2 rushing touchdowns. And the Jags beat the Patriots. The Jags blow out the Patriots 32-16. 32-16. Jags blow out the Patriots. Next matchup, we had the Vikings and the Lions. The Vikings and the Lions, one of my top of the week matchups that I had. And I believe I had this one as a nail biter, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Somebody correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Detroit, they go into Minnesota on Minnesota field. Jared Goff, he came the ball as he went 22 for 25 passing on 280 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, and 2 rushing touchdowns by Jahmyr Gibbs on 15 carries for 116 yards. So Amon St. Brown had a receiving touchdown as well as Raymond had a receiving touchdown. And they beat the Vikings by 31 to, I'm sorry, they beat the Vikings 31-29. Lions beat the Vikings 31-29. Next matchup, we had the Titans and the Bills. The Titans and the Bills. Like, share, subscribe if you're just coming in. Like, share, subscribe if you're just coming in. Titans in the Bill, Tennessee, going to Buffalo, going to Orchard Park, where Mason Rudolph, the former Steeler, went 25 for 40 on 215 yards passing, 1 touchdown and 1 INT. However, as he went up against Josh Allen and company, Josh Allen went 21 for 33 on 323 yards passing with 2 passing touchdowns. Also, Davies, he had 5 carries for 41 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, as well as Cook had a rushing touchdown. And the Bills blow out the Titans. Bills blow out the Titans 34-10. 34-10. Bills run the Titans out of Buffalo 34-10. Next matchup, we got the Dolphins and the Colts. The Dolphins and the Colts. The Dolphins, they go into Lucas Oil Stadium looking for a W. So Dolphins going to Lucas Oil Stadium looking for a W. Bull, he went 8 for 13 on 74 yards passing. However, Huntley stepped in also, contributed went 7 for 13 yards passing on eight. I'm sorry, 7 for 13 passing on 87 yards or with one passing touchdown. However, the Colts came back storming. Anthony Richardson going 10 for 24 on 129 yards passing. And Goodson had one rushing touchdown as the Colts beat the Dolphins. Colts beat the Dolphins 16-10. Colts beat the Dolphins 16-10. Next matchup, we got the Seahawks and the Falcons. The Seahawks and the Falcons. And this might be, I know this assessment got a lot of people because a lot of people did not expect this matchup to go like this. Battle of the Birds. Seahawks, Seattle went into ATL, the Lemon Pepper Capital, where Geno Smith went 18 for 28 on 207 yards passing with 2 passing touchdowns. Keon Walker, he had 14 carries for 69 yards on a rushing touchdown. And DK Metcalf with 4 receptions for 99 yards receiving and 1 receiving touchdown. Also, the Seahawks go into the Lemon Pepper Capital and blow out the Birds, blow out the Falcons in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 34-14, 34-14. Seattle Seahawks beat the ATL Falcons, 34-14. Yeah, like, share, subscribe if you just coming in. Like, share, subscribe if you just coming in. Hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Next matchup, we had the Texans and the Packers. The Texans and the Packers. Jordan Love and company taking on CJ Stroud and the Texans in Lambeau Field. CJ Stroud, he ain't no slow hitter. He came in, he went 10 for 21 passing on 86 yards. However, Joe Mixon only had the only touchdowns where he had 25 carries for 115 yards, running on 2 rushing touchdowns. Also, but that wasn't enough as they went up against Jordan Love and company. Jordan Love, he went 24 for 33 on 3 passing touchdowns, but 2 INTs. However, that didn't stop Lambeau from leaping as the Packers beat the Texans 24-22, 24-22. Packers beat the Texans. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. Who we got today? Shout out to Rav. Rav, what's good with you? Rav, what's good with you? Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, Rav. What's good with you? Hope you're having a good, productive Monday. Who else we got in the building? I know Walker ain't in the building. I know he probably at home with the babies. Or he probably ghost watching. Shout out to Divine. Divine, man, happy you to be here today, brother. Happy you to be in here today. I'm happy for Russ. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Hopefully he can build off. Well, hopefully the whole group can build off this win, man, because productive win nonetheless, and one to get into the win column and also take care of the Giants before the bye. But hopefully everybody can build off this win, offense and defense. Absolutely, I'm happy for us too. Supposedly he got some twins on the way, him and Sierra. So big congrats to him. Big ups to him. Definitely, man, for sure, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all greatly for being here with me, man. Appreciate y'all. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. So next matchup, yeah, the Browns and the Bengals. The Browns and the Bengals. Browns and Bengals. Deshaun Watson, he went down with an Achilles injury. He's going to be out for some time, and we're going to get into that as well. All right. So Browns and the Bengals. Bengals, they go into Cleveland, the Cuyahoga County capital. Joe Burrow went 15 for 25, passed on 181 yards with 2 TDs. Also, Browns, they ain't have no quit in them. Deshaun Watson, he went 15 for 17 on 128 yards passing. Thompson Robinson, he went 82 yards. He passed for 82 yards on, but threw 2 INTs. Jameson Winston, he came in. He threw 5 for. He went 5 for 11 on 67 yards passing with 1 passing TD. However, the Bengals came in and upended the Browns 21-17. 21-14. They came into Cleveland and beat the Browns 21-14. Next matchup, we had the Eagles and the Giants. The Eagles and the Giants, NFC matchup. NFC matchup. Eagles going to New York. Jalen Hurts went 10 for 14 on 114 yards passing, 1 passing TD. Saquon Barkley has 17 carries for 176 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. And New York, they only had a field goal. They could only get a field goal from Philly, but Philly upended the Giants, beat down the Giants in their own house 28-3. 28-3. Eagles beat the Giants 28-3. What you got, Divine? What you got, Divine? Salute to Tomlin for making that difficult decision to go with Russ. Yeah, man, it's always difficult decision, especially when you got turmoil, not to create friction and whatnot. But yeah, tough decision nonetheless. But Russ delivered, Russ did his thing. And hopefully he can, like I said, hopefully he can build on that. I mean, and go forward and grow from that. And we grow at all facets, still got small things to clean up, but nonetheless, who doesn't, right? That's why Thomas Hall of Fame coach, he knows what. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, Divine. Absolutely. Deshaun out for a season with the torn. Yes, sir. We gonna get into that. We gonna talk about that. Yeah, he is out with an Achilles injury, and we gonna touch on that here shortly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gonna have a fun show today. Fun show today. Yes, sir. Next matchup, we got the Raiders and the Rams. The Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Rams. Absolutely. So the Raiders go into LA. Gardner Minshew, he went 15 for 34 on 154 yards passing, but throws 3 INTs. That's detrimental in any matchup and doesn't help when you play on the former Super Bowl foe. And Matt Stafford went 14 for 23 on 154 yards passing. However, he did have 1 INT, but the Rams come out with the win 20-15 over the Raiders. 20-15 over the Raiders. Absolutely. 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 Let's see. Next matchup, we had the Panthers and Commanders. The Panthers and the Commanders. Carolina Panthers, they go into DC, the nation's capital, Capitol Hill, to play the Commanders. Dalton, he went 11 for 16 on 93 yards passing. However, they had 2 INTs. Bryce Young came in. He didn't do much. He did a little bit, whatever he could have did. Chris Hubbard had 2 rushing touchdown on 17 yards, 17 carries for just came in and did what they always do with their dominance and such. So the Commanders with Jaden Daniels, the Commanders blow out the Panthers 40-7. 40-7. Commanders blow out the Commanders blow out the Panthers 40-7. Jane Daniels, he went 2 for 2 on 6 yards. However, Marcus Mariota did come in and have go 18. He went 18 for 23 on 205 yards, passing with 2 passing touchdowns. And Commanders blow out the Panthers 40-7. 40-7. Yeah, Divine. I just got that across the feed. That's why I was stumbling upon. Look, I just got that info across the feed. I just hope he's ready when we play him in November. I mean, that's you want those challenges like that, to get you ready for the postseason and divisional play. Hmm. So next matchup, we got the Chiefs and the 49ers. The Chiefs and the 49ers. A Super Bowl rematch, a highly anticipated rematch in which, Super Bowl rematch in San Fran. Chiefs going to San Fran, the hostile crowd, Pat Mahomes doing his thing, going 16 for 27 on 154 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, but 2 INTs. Yikes. Kareem Hunt had 22 carries for 78 yards, but 2 rushing touchdowns. Pat Mahomes, he ran the touchdown, which he had 5 runs for 39 yards. McCole Hartman, he had 2 carries for 38 yards on a rushing touchdown. 49ers attempted to fight back. However, Brock Purdy went 17 for 31 for 212 yards passing. Boy came to play, but didn't do enough as he had 3 INTs. 3 INTs, but 2 running touchdowns. However, that was not enough against the Chiefs as the Chiefs stifled the 49ers 28-18. Chiefs stifled the 49ers 28-18. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, if you just falling in, like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Appreciate y'all being here today, man. So I wanted to get into this Deshaun Watson injury. So Deshaun Watson yesterday, he injured his Achilles, in which he's going to be out for the season. No exact timetable for him, but a lot of guaranteed money he did get. I believe he's got 265 million guaranteed prior to the injury. But he did indeed suffer a torn Achilles during the matchup versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And wishing him a speedy return, speedy recovery. Now, along with that, I want to address those trash bag Browns fans. All the trash bag Browns fans, which, if anybody heard that clip, if anybody watched the clip, yeah. Hit a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I believe I had a glitch. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. So if anybody watched that clip yesterday and saw Deshaun Watson get carted off the field and saw those Browns chanting, "You deserve it," as in you deserve to be hurt, you deserve to be injured. Browns fans, any from every game on out, from every game from now to the end of the season, as far as I'm concerned, forever, every team need to dog walk the Browns. Because I know on November 21st and December 8th, y'all getting dog walked for sure. Y'all getting dog walked for sure. Because that's just pitiful. That's just pitiful. Because the first thing that come to my mind is when you see a guy like DeMar Hamlin go down for what he went down for, and which he's back playing. No blessings to him and his family. He's back healthy. He's back playing. But you sitting here chatting your own quarterback deserve to be hurt. I understand, you diehard fans. You see the guy get hard-earned guaranteed money, and he comes up short, and he's battling what he's battling personally. But as rugged and as violent as a sport football is, nobody should be chanting "You deserve to get hurt" for as many injuries, and which all is accumulated in itself in the first place. So the last thing it needs is you chanting somebody deserves to be hurt, somebody deserves to be injured. And Browns fans, y'all just pathetic. Y'all just pathetic. That's cesspool piss poor right there. And come November 21st and December the 8th, oh, y'all getting dog walked for sure. And I for one, is gonna dog you. Proudly dog you. Because it ain't even a race thing. It ain't even no because he a black quarter. Oh, you stepping in for him because he's a black quarterback. Hell no. That's classless. That's classless. That's classless. That's pitiful, and everything parallel to it. Because that's one's health. That's one's well-being. When DeMar Hamlin went down, you would have thought, he actually died on the field. And that would have been just as egregious and classless. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Put a one in chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. So that's just completely classless and dehumanizing for you to chant, he deserves it. He deserves to be hurt. He deserves to. That's just pitiful, Browns fan, and y'all shouldn't even be fans after that. You shouldn't even be fans after that. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's just beyond disgusting. That's beyond cesspool work. But nonetheless, Browns fans, mark your calendars. November 21st and December 8th. Those are certified dog walkings y'all getting. And that's committed and dedicated to y'all cesspool behavior. Now, with that being said, it is a great week, and that surely doesn't take no wind out my wings, or no, excuse me, that takes zero wind out my wings and zero air out my sails. Because, as y'all well know, we put a whipping on those jets, and we landed those jets in the Allegheny. If you saw the thumbnail from the other day, you would have saw it that planes and jets that fly out of New York and leave Pittsburgh, they don't make it to LaGuardia or JFK, they land in the Allegheny. And that's just where we left those jets. We left those jets in the Allegheny River. Yes, Walker, we left jets in the Allegheny River. Yes, we did. Lears, G5s. Yes, we did. TJ, Ogunjobi, Highsmith, we left them jets in the Allegheny. Rogers ain't know what to do. Rogers ain't know what to do. As far as Aaron Rodgers was concerned, he thought it was 2009 and he was in Green Bay. He was looking for Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy went. I'm like, no, man, Mike McCarthy can't help you. He in Dallas. But now I'm being humorous though, man. Last night, man, slow start. We still got in the coming weeks, and of course, we're gonna fix a lot of things in the coming bye week, and get some things straightened out. But the Jets, they came into Pittsburgh yesterday, primetime AFC matchup. Aaron Rodgers, he went 24 for 39 passing and one passing touchdown, 2 INTs. Shout out to Bishop. Get down and Bryce Hall, of course, he down. Tyler Conklin, he also a receiving touchdown, which he was 4 receptions for 7. And on Pittsburgh side, Russell Wilson, excuse me, sorry about that. 16 for 29 passing, but passed for 264 yards and 2 TDs. Najee Harris, pay him now. 21 carries for 102 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Russell Wilson, he also had a rushing touchdown as well. George Pickens, who had a receiving touchdowns in which he was 5 receptions for 111 yards. Van Jeevan Tets, 37-15. Steelers land the Jets in the Allegheny, 37-15. Anybody in the Steel City, don't swim in the Allegheny because it got jet fuel in it. It's toxic. Don't fish out there. Don't sell your boat out there. Just port your boat. Go to the Strip District. Go get you something to eat. Don't get no seafood out the Allegheny, all of Mangaeli, because the river is filled with jet fuel. The river is filled with jet fuel. Yes, it is. So some of the stats on the matchup. Some of the stats on the matchup. Miscues, and we have some things we have to clean up, of course. We did a better job in penalties. We was only 4 for 36 in penalties to their 5 for 50. Only allowed 1 sack, punted the ball 4 times. First downs, converted on first, did a good job converted on first downs, converted 21 of our first downs to their 17. Third down efficiency is still a thing we have to clean up. That's going to be get cleaned up in the coming weeks. In which we was 5 for 14, in which I'm sure Tomlin is going to clean up, and Arthur Smith is going to do a good job cleaning up in the next coming week, as well as the bye week. Yeah, Ralph. Yeah, Ralph. That's what we did. We landed them jets in the Allegheny, and our rivers are filled with jet fuel. Our rivers are filled with jet fuel. It's flammable. The fish is dying. The water's bad. The water's bad. It's bad. That's what happens. You know, they couldn't make it out. They couldn't make it out of Pittsburgh, man. They couldn't make it back to JFK or LaGuardia. Yeah, man. That's what happened. That's what happened when you fly jets to Pittsburgh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what happens. So, you know, total yards, we have 409 yards to their 323. Passing, we 60 to their did I respect manning down the running game. He deserves put one in the chat if you can hear me. One in the chat if you can hear me. One in the chat if you can hear me. Leaking out. So yeah, so we out yarded them. We especially outdid them in the run game. Time of possession, I believe, played a good factor too. We was able to get significant stops, also causing those two interceptions by Beans Bishop. Shout out to Beans Bishop. Beans Bishop did his thing, and that was, I believe, that played a major role. Beans Bishop's two interceptions on Aaron Rodgers, his first two interceptions on the Hall of Famer. Two interceptions on a Hall of Famer. Beans Bishop, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Nonetheless, I believe Jets will be a team to turn it around. Oh, especially after acquiring Devontae Adams. I believe they just might surprise some people this year because all their losses did come to contenders. Us, Vikings, San Fran. I believe they can. They may able to turn it around and be able to make a playoff push. Being that they have a good divisional play, and being that Josh Allen stifles and doesn't necessarily come up to par in performance wise, because Josh Allen has that choke gene. It's just real. It just is what it is. But just how some way Jets can find a way to galvanize and turn it around, because, like I said, they are still an indeed contender. They have an elite defense. They have a decent offense. But, just putting those things together and turning it around. Our O-line did decent. O-line, they had decent blocking the performance. Shout out Arthur Smith. He created some packages for Darnell Washington where he was able to make a couple of plays along with Freiermuth, and get involved more into the offense. But blocking wise, they gave up one sack, but for the most part, Russell Wilson, he had to, he did a good job getting out the pocket when he had to with his veteran awareness, and made those necessary plays, made those reads, and got on top of the defense, undressing the defense by reading the coverage. And but O-line did their thing. Salute to the O-line. our secondary showed up the play. There, huge loss in part two. The front seven, the pass rush, Highsmith, T.J. Watt, Larry Ogunjobi, they did a good job smothering Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers ain't know what to do. He thought it was 2009 and he was with the Packers being coached by Mike McCarthy. But I mean, by the end of the night, he was listening to Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. The girl is mine. But hey, cry rivers, lakes, and streams, Aaron Rodgers, man. You deserve that, man. After what you did to us in 2009, brother. That was criminal. That Super Bowl you beat us in 2009 in Green Bay, I'm still having nightmares. That was criminal. But consider us even. Being that we love you and your Jets in the Allegheny. You know, Walker and Gav, man. If y'all out there listening, man, get to city services, get the Pittsburgh Allegheny City Services, and have them clean out the Mongalele and Allegheny River. Clean it out immediately. Clean that jet fuel out. Anybody that's fishing in the Allegheny, they eating jet fuel fish. Tell them not to fish in the Allegheny. Walker and Gav, if you're listening. I told y'all I was gonna have a fun show, man. I told, but man, our Steelers, man, they came to play. They did their thing last night. Man. For sure, they did their thing. And like I said, I'm sorry. Yeah, and with that secondary, like I said, Beans Bishop. I mean, they call him his name. His mama named him Beans Bishop Jr., but I'ma call him Beans. Cause like them two picks he got on A-Rod, I heard his lips. I read his lips. He said, A-Rod, get down and lay down, just like on state property. He said, get down and lay down. And Aaron Rodgers ain't want to lay down, so he said, you know what? Boop, I'm gonna get you for 2 more picks. The dude's first pick in the NFL, first pick in the league. 2 picks on A-Rod, right? 2 picks on A-Rod. For sure. For sure. That's how you do it. 2 picks on a gold jacket. That's how you do it. 2 picks on a Hall of Famer. But yeah, of course, all calls by that front seven. TJ Watt did his thing, man, as per usual. Highsmith came back, did his thing. Patrick Queen, Ogunjobi, Peyton Wilson, all them cats, they came back and did their thing. Putting that pressure on A-Rod in the defense. They had some spurts. They had some spurts where they got off in because, of course, we're slow starters and we take time to, get our possessions and get our rhythm, get our cadence together. So, normally takes us a couple of snaps and a couple possessions to weeks and also address on the bye so that we can be better for divisional play. Because, as you well know, divisional plays are on a whole nother level. Whole entire another level. Mm-hmm. Then we got the whole Russ and Fields situation. So the entire Russ and Fields situation where it's the first couple snaps, a lot of people was they let it be known their feelings about Justin Fields being silenced and sidelined, but it was never his job in the first place. It wasn't his job. He was filling in and he did a great job. Shout out to Justin Fields for, his great job, thus far, yet still developing, yet still raw and developing his skills and such. And in part, he should do so and should share the honor of learning and growing from a veteran Super Bowl QB champion such as Russell Wilson. I mean, that's nothing to, sneeze at or turn your nose up at because, albeit, I wouldn't necessarily say per se that Russ is exactly a Hall of Famer, but a champion, a champion and established QB nonetheless. But how who better to learn from, and what better opportunity and position to be in, a developing quarterback? Because let's be honest, Russell's the now, Justin's the future. And Justin's going to work on his tutelage, work on his awareness, work on his mechanics and his miscues and such, in which he didn't receive in Chicago. But I'm just grateful and fortunate that he's in a position to grow and to learn from a savvy vet like Russell Wilson. And yeah, there's no greater, better thing to ask for, right? But nonetheless, great tutelage to learn and grow from, because just the numbers that Justin Fields done thus far, plays making with his legs, stretching the defense, making the passes and plays that he makes, just playing off of his basic, material and athleticism that he currently has. I mean, I still look at, like I said previously, I still view Justin Fields as a rookie. I still view Justin Fields as a rookie because he wasn't developed in Chicago. I mean, essentially, all they had in Chicago. I mean, it's not like he have Brian Urlacher on defense and Matt Forte in the backfield running the ball. Not at all. No, no, no. I mean, you have a couple, DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, if that. But you asking a rookie QB to come in, and it's not like he's let's be honest, John Elway or Johnny Unitas or Archie, anybody of that nature, right? But he has the privilege of being under the tutelage of Russell Wilson and learning from a great quarterback, a great veteran quarterback, in which he could develop his skills so that he could be that QB for the future, right? But all things considered, Russ came back. Russ did his thing, man. Russ came back. He made those plays, and he took care of business, because it's not it because a frustrating thing is seeing that our offense struggling large in part to us not being able to clean up those issues and woes, but things that's going to come over time, of course, because that's Russ' first game back. He rusty, but it's more so we have to I was about to say, yeah, so it's more so that we have to get that continuity going, to where those third down efficiencies and those red zone um issue woes are non-existent, to where we're scoring on every drive, scoring on every possession, giving the defense essential rest, and not being a burden on the defense. And you saw early spurts in the game, first half, where our early third quarter, where our defense was just exhausted, and because they didn't have a breather, coming back on back-to-back possessions, to where we punted the ball off because we faltered converting on third and scoring in the red zone. I mean, we could block field goals and have good special team instances and good defensive stops, but we gotta put points on the board. That's the name of the game, putting points on the board. Because divisional play against the Ravens, you gotta put points on the board. Postseason play, you gotta put points on the board. That's just the net. And we can't wear down our defense and wear our defense thin, and our defense accumulating more injury, more attrition, and more strap. And because they're playing their hard nose and hard edge as is. But great win last night. Great win versus the Jets, man. Oh man. And of course, the AFC North fans of alternate teams, they gonna root against you. And I get the text messages and the emails and such. So, yeah, it's fun, friendly banner. Like like Divine, I know you're a Jets fan, man, and you want to see them turn around. I believe Jets gonna make a turnaround, man, because I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae are gonna actually rekindle their play, man, from the Detroit days, man. And I believe they're gonna turn it around, man. You watch what I tell you. They gonna turn it around because they got the core to do so. They got defense, they got an offense, and they got resolve. So I believe they definitely will indeed turn it around, man. I believe that. That's a team I could see us seeing in the postseason. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, that's gonna be dangerous. And Breece Hall, he's nice too. He's nice. And that defense with CJ Mosley, Quentin Williams, and Sauce Gardner. Oh yeah, yeah, that was a primetime matchup, man. I actually expect that game being a lot closer, man. But that defense just showed up. That defense showed up big time. Russ did his thing, man. But oh yeah, but now they definitely will turn it around, man, in the latter portion of the season, man. Absolutely, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being in here today, man. Raph, Divine, man, I appreciate y'all being in here today on this Monday, man. I hope y'all having a good, productive Monday thus far and a good, productive work week, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, replay gang, man. I appreciate y'all too, man. I know y'all. I know a lot of people ghost watching. I know Walker ghost watching. Walker probably somewhere icing his knees, man, ghost watching him and such. But it's all good. He don't catch the replay game. Just make sure you hit the like button, sucker. And shout out to SBC Nation. Shout out SBC Nation. But no, man, I appreciate y'all being here, man. Y'all hit that notification, man. Also, man, check that community tab out, man. I'm trying to see what I can add in and throw some more pop-up shows in and do some more panel shows, man. So anybody want to come up on the show, man, share their thoughts on and ideas with their teams and whatnot, man. Feel free to hit that email, man. You could come up, man, share your ideas and thoughts and such, man. Love to have y'all on board. And also share the content, man. Trying to get past this 500 subs so that I believe we have about 220, 225 right now. So yeah, man, help me out. Share the content, man. Sub to the channel, man. Help me beat that 500 sub threshold so I can get monetized out here in these YouTube streets so I get some of that YouTube chicken. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being here, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all being here. This don't happen without y'all. Raph, Divine, appreciate y'all being here today, brother. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Replay gang, man. I'm a post this after the show. So replay gang is gonna be available for y'all, man. I know it's a lot more people in the replay gang that that's out and about right now and unable to catch the show, but you will be able to catch the replay once it posts. But man, like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a productive work week. And also keep your eyes open on that community tab, man. I think I said before. Yeah, so I'm gonna check and see on Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, man. What would be a good day for pop-ups, man. But I'm make sure I put it in. I'll make sure I put it in the tab, man. Y'all be sure to view it and see which day works good for y'all, man. Because like I said, I want to do more of them, because I believe they're about on the second half of the season after I buy the week after next. Because next week we got the Giants prime time Monday night. And then we got our bye week. But after the bye, I believe they're going to start doing it. HBO's going to start doing Hard Knocks on the AFC North. So, I definitely want to start doing more pop-ups. But, man, I surely appreciate y'all being here. Raph, Divine, SBC Nation, Caught Before the Horse Nation, Theo Coop. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all, man. Absolute, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. The show don't happen without y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time. I am G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network. And y'all have a productive week.